Assalamu alaikum students. How are you doing? Hope you are doing good. So we have completed present tense and past tense in our previous classes. We have read all the aspects of present tense and all the aspects of past tense. And today we are going to do future tense, and we will discuss all the aspects of future tense in the present class. So first tell me, have you completed the exercises which have been given to you in PDF files? Have you completed? Inshallah, you must have been completed. So come to the future tense. So how many aspects of future tense? You know about them. There are also 4 aspects: future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So let's discuss them one by one. The first aspect of future tense is future indefinite tense. And future indefinite tense talks about an action that will happen at a particular time in future. An action that will happen at a particular time in future. It also talks about, future indefinite tense also talks about when you take a decision instantly, or when you offer something, or when you promise somebody for something. So we also use future indefinite tense. And we use future indefinite tense to make predictions. Now let's discuss the examples for any future action. The example is, students will design different projects for the exhibition. So exhibition will be held in future, and students will design different projects for the exhibition. So this is for a future action at a particular time. Suppose this time in future the exhibition will be held and students will design projects. So then, for instant decision, suppose some of your friend has a difficulty in solving the sum, and you decide instantly that I'm going to offer her, or I'm going to help her. So suppose you offer her to help, so you can say, shall I help you in solving the sum? So that's a kind of offer. So we can use future indefinite tense when we offer somebody. And we also use future indefinite tense when we make predictions. For future predictions, we also use future indefinite tense. Suppose the sky is overcast. The sky has black clouds. And so you can say that it seems it will rain today. You are predicting this. Why? Because sky is overcast. There are a lot of black clouds in the sky. So you can say that it seems it will rain today. So come to the subject and helping word combination. For I and we use shall. And for you, they, he, she, it. And for all nouns, we use will. In modern English, the use of shall has been old-fashioned. But that is another debate, and we will do this some other time. So come to the formulation. For formulation, in affirmative sentence, the formula is subject plus will or shall plus verb. This is the root form of verb or the base form of verb, and object. Example is, Miss Asma will teach us English. For negative sentence, subject plus will or shall plus not plus root form of verb plus object. An example is, Miss Asma will not teach us English. For interrogative sentence, will or shall will come first because the helping verb is will So will or shall plus subject plus root form of verb plus object. And the example is, will Miss Asma teach us English? And don't forget question mark. Now come to the future continuous tense. So future continuous tense talks about an action that is in progress at a particular time in future. Any action that is going on in future is future continuous tense. Or any action that will be continued in future is future continuous tense. For example, she will be reciting the Holy Quran at 7 p.m. This is 10 a.m. right now. So, if we talk about future, 7 p.m. is future today, and suppose this is 7 p.m. This is 7 p.m. and she will be reciting Holy Quran at 7 p.m. Her this action, her recitation of Holy Quran will be continued at this time. Will be in progress at this time. So any action that will be in progress in future will be future continuous tense. The next example is, when you reach home tonight, mother will be cooking dinner. So suppose you reach tonight in future, this is morning, and tonight you reach at home, you reach home and mother will be cooking. The action of mother or cooking of mother will be in progress at that time. She will be continuously cooking at that time. So this will come in future continuous tense. The next example is, this time next year you will be studying in the senior grade. This is July 2020. So next time this year, in July 2021, you will be studying in senior grade, because you will be in the senior grade in April 2021 or in May 2021, and at July 2021 you will be studying in the senior grade. This action you are studying will be in progress at that time. Okay girls? So come to the formulation. For subject and helping word combination, in future continuous tense we use shall be with I and we. And for you, they, he, she, it, we use will be. And for all nouns we also use will be. So for affirmative sentence we have formula subject plus will or shall plus be plus fourth form of verb or ing form of verb plus object, that is present participle. So example is, Miss Asma will be teaching us English at 10 a.m. Negative sentence, subject plus will or shall plus not plus be plus V4 or in form of verb plus object. Remember that for all future tense we apply not after will or shall. Whether any other helping verb is there, but we don't use this helping verb. We have not, we apply not after will or shall. So example is, Miss Asma will not be teaching us English at 10 a.m. For interrogative sentence, so you can see that there are two helping verbs, will, shall and be. But will and shall will come out for interrogation, and this is for all future tenses. So will or shall plus subject plus be plus V4 plus object question mark. Will Miss Asma be teaching us English at 10 a.m.? So come to the future perfect tense. So future perfect tense shows or tells about an action that will be completed in the future. Future perfect tense is telling us about an action that will be completed, that will finish in the future. And future perfect tense focuses on completed action. In future perfect tense, we focus on completed action. So the example is, they will have taken dinner by the clock strikes 2. One more thing girls. That is, if we have two clauses in any future tense, so one clause will be in present indefinite tense. You know this, that the subordinate clause will be in future indefinite tense. So remember this. I am repeating the example. They will have taken lunch by the clock strikes 2. So this is the completed action in future. This will also happen in future, but this action will have been completed before the other action will complete. Okay, come to the timeline. Suppose this is the time when clock strikes 2, and before this time they will have taken lunch. They will have taken lunch this time, and both the actions are in future, but this action which will have been completed before another action, so this action will be future perfect tense. The other example is, Sarah will have read the book before the weekend. Come to the timeline. If this time is weekend, so Sarah will have read the book before the weekend. This action will be future perfect tense. Next example is, she will have memorized the Holy Quran by October 2022. So in future, this time will be considered as October 2022, and she will have memorized the Holy Quran by this time. So this action will be future perfect tense. She will have memorized the Holy Quran by or before October 2022. So come to the formulation. For subject helping verb combination, we have I and we, which shall have, and you, they, he, she, it have, or will combine with will have. So for affirmative sentence, we have formula subject plus will or shall plus have plus third form of verb, that is past participle and object. Example is, Miss Asma will have taught us English by the end of session or by the session ends. So this is an action in the future, and before this in future, this action will have been completed. So come to the negative sentence. Subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus V3 or third form of verb plus object. Remember, not will come after will or shall, not any other helping verb, just after will or shall. So the example is, Miss Asma will not have taught us English by the end of session. Come to the interrogative sentence. Helping verb will or shall will come first, and after that subject plus have plus third form of verb plus object question mark. Will Miss Asma have taught us English by the end of session question mark. So this is all about future perfect tense. Now come to future perfect continuous tense. So future perfect continuous tense talks about an action which will be in progress in future and completed in future. Both the actions are there. That this action will be in progress and completed in future. And here we focus on quantity of time. Remember, in future perfect tense, we focus on completed action. And here in future perfect continuous tense, we focus on quantity of time. So example is, they will have taken lunch for half an hour. For half an hour by the clock strikes 2. The example is same just as in future perfect tense. But here time, quantity of time is important. So come to the timeline. Suppose this time, at this time or this time in future, the clock strikes 2. And before this time, some action will be in progress and completed before this time. So this action will be future perfect continuous tense. I am repeating the example. They will have been taking lunch for half an hour by the clock strikes 2. So before the clock strikes 2, they will have been taking lunch for half an hour. Next, Sarah will have been reading the book for 3 days before the weekend. So this is weekend in future. And before this time, in future, Sarah will have been reading the book for 3 days. And she will complete her book before the weekend. So both the action combines. Both the actions combine, and Sarah will have been reading the book for 3 days before the weekend. Next example is, she will have been memorizing the Holy Quran for 2 years by October 22. So she has been memorizing the Holy Quran, and she will have been memorizing the Holy Quran. But before October 2022, she will have completed her Holy Quran. So we can say we will combine all these structures and we'll say she will have been memorizing the Holy Quran. She will have been memorizing the Holy Quran for 2 years by October 22. By October 2022. So she will complete her Holy Quran before October 2022. But this action, her memorizing Holy Quran, will be in progress in future. So for subject and helping verb combination, we use I and we, which shall have been, and you, they, he, she, it. For you, they, he, she, it, we use will have been. So come to the formulation. For affirmative sentence, the formula is subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 or ing form of verb or present participle of verb plus object. Example is, Miss Asma will have been teaching us English for 7 months by the end of session. So for 7 months, this time duration is important in this tense. For negative sentence, subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus been plus V4 plus object. You can see that there are 3 helping verbs, will or shall, and have and been, but we are using not after will or shall. So remember this. The example is, Miss Asma will not have been teaching us English for 7 months by the end of session. For interrogative sentence, will or shall plus subject plus have plus been plus V4 plus object question mark. And the example is, will Miss Asma have been teaching us English for 7 months by the end of session. So this is all about the future tenses, and inshallah you will be provided the practice exercise in a PDF file. So do practice and complete your work, complete your homework. Inshallah your homework will be checked, and inshallah in the next class we will meet again. Till then, take care.